Howdy Angels! So I'm here with Kory Desoto!
Konnichiwa!
We are going to bring you a very important topic today. We are going to talk about guys we will never date. Ever. So we both came up with a list of types of guys we will never date, and we are prepared to justify our reasons and see what we agree on and what we disagree on. Let's start with you, Kory. Why don't you name number one?
Oh my god,
guy you won't date.
They're gonna think I'm a prude, but whatever.
Okay.
Number one, I put someone with addiction problems.
That's on my list too.
Okay. Because I mean, I've dated people with addiction problems, and I'm like, oh, whatever, blah, blah, blah. But they will always put their addiction before you.
I think that that's the thing, is that it's not that I have a problem with someone who has an addiction issue, and it's not that I have a problem with someone who's had an addiction issue. But I think that if that's something that you're dealing with right there, then first of all, if you haven't acknowledged it, then that's a reason for me not to date you, because you aren't even taking steps towards resolving it. And if you have acknowledged it but are continuing to struggle with it, then you should really take care of that before you get into a relationship. Relationships should only start once you know how to take care of yourself, and then you can move on to start caring about someone else as well.
Agreed!
Yay! Alright, we're off to a good start. Good. So, number two, I will never date an ex's ex-boyfriend.
That's my next one!
Shut up, really? I won't date one of my ex-boyfriend's ex-boyfriends because on the surface I'm like, well, we're both interested in the same type of man. And clearly it's my ex-boyfriend who's crazy, so they must be perfect. But really all I'm trying to do is like get back at my ex, and then it's also really embarrassing when it all falls apart.
Yeah, even if you're like, I'm not doing it to get back to my ex, inside there's a little piece of you that's like, hell yeah, I got with your ex. Mine's a little different. I put your best friend's ex.
Okay, alright, so what's your reasoning there?
My reasoning is because your best friend is a relationship is like family to me, and I would never want to ruin anything with family forever, so I would just keep the exes off limits.
I think you have to think when you're dating someone, like, it's about you, but it also affects the other people in your life. So if it's someone close to you, if it's their ex, that isn't really the right connection for you. And it's gonna cause problems later on down the line where you'll probably end up having to choose between the two of them on something, and that's just bad juju.
Yeah.
Okay, so the next type of guy I will not date is the habitual liar. The thing is, relationships are built on trust. So if I can't trust you, then this ain't gonna work out. I'm going to see you doing wrong, even if you're not doing wrong, because I know that you very well could be lying about it because you've lied about other things in the past. I just can't do it.
Yeah, lying's bad.
I also won't date guys who don't respect me. There is a certain type of guy who will like go out with you for God knows what reason, even though they clearly don't respect you or what you're doing with your life. Now look, I love making videos for you guys, but there are some people out there who don't really respect it and don't particularly like my 6 sex tips for tops. Would you believe it? And that's fine, but if you don't respect me and you can't respect what I do with my life, then we probably shouldn't be dating.
Next one, I put flaky men or guys that ignore you.
That's true, yeah.
I hate it, because I feel like every gay man I go on a date is the flakiest buttered biscuit I have ever tasted.
Yeah, I mean, come on, you should put in a little bit of effort.
Because like, as soon as they flake off or they ignore your text or whatever, I'm like, fine, you don't want to be with me, bye. And then like, a couple weeks later, whatever, they'll hit you up and, hey, what's up? What are you doing? Why are you ignoring me?
I have a rule that if a guy flakes on me one time and like doesn't give me an excuse why he didn't show up, then it's done. Like if he texts me again or whatever, I'm not going to go out with him again. If he messages me in advance and is like, hey look, I'm really sorry this came up, but can we reschedule? Okay, sure, like you asked in advance to reschedule and that's totally fine. That's different than just like not texting me on the day of or not showing up. That's not okay. And you should have the respect not to put up with it. Okay, and one more that I won't do is long distance. I can't do it. No, that's not
I can't do it either. I've tried and it's blown up in my face.
You know what? I'll tell you what happened when I did it. We both cheated on each other, and I was a shitty person for doing it. I was a shitty person.
It's a hard thing to do.
Yeah, it was really bad because, I mean, great guy, yada yada, but you know, that is just impossible to maintain the intimacy that you need in a relationship. And that was, you know, 3 months of being apart. Now I'm imagining people who like have permanent long distance relationships, and that's not like a real relationship. You need one-on-one time in person. I need to fucking cuddle.
Yeah.
You know?
I need someone to touch me. Not like that. To hold me in the night times when I'm having my sweats. I have one more, and I put unmotivated or lazy people.
That's fair.
I feel like if I'm in a relationship with someone, I want them to be motivated, I want them to be thriving, and I want them to inspire me. And if you're just like sitting at home playing your video juegos, then come by.
I think that as long as you're working towards something, it doesn't matter if you're successful, as long as you're like actively pursuing a dream. That's great. Get a dream, work towards it, be awesome. Well, thank you so much for watching, you guys. Be sure to leave us your undateables in the comments below. I want to know too, so maybe I should be adding that to my list. And make sure that you like and share this video as well. Just like share it on the wall of the people who are undateable so they like
catch a hint
and become dateable themselves. So we did a video over on Kory's channel as well, which I'm still like wanting to throw up from, so you should probably go over there and check that out. And make sure that you subscribe to Kory and subscribe to my channel as well. Until next time, angels.